Female orgasms are tools of male oppression, according to Cosmopolitan. What's up, guys? It's the Kaiju Conservative, and you all have heard of Cosmopolitan before, also known as Cosmo. It's the ultra-left, ultra-feminist, quote-unquote women's sex advice magazine that has the same 15 to 20 sex tips that read like they were written by a 14-year-old that just discovered internet porn. Tips such as put an ice cube in your mouth while you're going down on your man, which just sounds like a unnecessary choking hazard. And also, grab your man's penis and use it like a joystick. Men love that. Ladies, little bit of advice from every single solitary man who is not an idiot. Men do not like that. If you are with a man and you grab his Wilhelm and you start yanking on it like you're playing Blazing Aces over at Dave & Buster's, I guarantee you will end up with a black eye, possibly two. But back to the matter at hand, ladies and gentlemen. Cosmopolitan has recently published an article by quote-unquote sex and relationship advice columnist Hannah Smothers. She may want to rethink that title after publishing something like this, though. This claptrap basically tells us that even though women are having more orgasms, male partners are deriving pleasure from those orgasms. Well, gee, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I don't know how many of you listening have had sex out there. I'm going to assume quite a few of you have. Is there anybody out there that doesn't enjoy having their partner orgasm? I thought that was kind of the whole point of sex. It was a mutual pleasure thing. I would wager if you are not worried about whether or not your partner enjoys sex, whether or not they orgasm, I would say you're kind of an asshole, in my opinion. Miss Smothers cites a study in which 810 men read a story where they had to imagine whether or not an attractive woman either did or didn't orgasm during sex with them. Of course, they were asked to rate how they felt and the extent to which they felt quote-unquote masculine after experiencing each scenario, and surprise, surprise, the study found that men do feel more masculine after a woman orgasms during sex. Well, duh. I would imagine women probably feel more feminine if their guy orgasms during sex. I imagine it's probably the other way around. But this is a problem for Miss Smothers and other ultra-liberal feminists like her, because men are not allowed to feel good about any aspect of sex with their woman. Only the woman is allowed to feel good. Miss Smothers here mentions that the study refers to women's orgasms as a masculinity achievement. I have no idea what the hell a masculinity achievement is. Neither does Miss Smothers, but let's just move on. Now, there is one quote from there is this interesting quote from the article where Miss Smothers says, "Let's be clear. There's nothing wrong with feeling good about making your partner feel good. In this case, orgasming. It's nice to bring pleasure to your partner. Unless you're a man, of course, and if you're a man, she's totally about to make you feel bad for making your partner orgasm. But the researchers point out a sexist flaw in the masculinity boost thing. Despite increasing focus on women's orgasms, research indicated that the increased attention to women's orgasms may also serve men's sexuality, complicating conceptualizations of women's orgasms as women-centric." In other words, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Smothers and these researchers are arguing that whenever a man brings a woman to orgasm during sex, that he is using that as a notch on his bedpost. He's sort of keeping score and using that woman's orgasm to prop up his vision of masculinity, whatever that may be. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, the female orgasm is no longer about the woman, it is about the man, and that's a bad thing, of course. Now, why is that a bad thing? Well, because it puts pressure on the woman to perform. It puts pressure on the woman to have an orgasm, whether she wants it or not. And of course, if the woman doesn't have an orgasm, she ends up faking it, which just goes to further this concept of male oppression and men using women's bodies to essentially pleasure themselves rather than their partner, rather than focusing on their partner. The female orgasm just goes to shore up the sense of masculinity that the man is feeling, and that essentially is holding back women's rights and oppressing women in the bedroom. Again, this is Cosmo, ladies and gentlemen. 99.9% of their stuff is literally written, I think, by people who have never had sex in their lives. What a normal person thinks about when they have sex, a normal person thinks about whether or not their partner is enjoying it. Because let's face it, nobody wants to have sex with somebody, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're heterosexual, whether you're homosexual, whether you're trisexual, pansexual, or whether you just find trees attractive. Nobody wants to think that their partner is not enjoying having sex with them. It's something that is a blow to anybody's confidence. It doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. And making men feel bad about women orgasming is not going to help the situation any. It's not going to advance women's rights. And that's exactly what this piece is doing. This piece is trying to make men feel bad for making their partner come. And that's just it's ludicrous, it's stupid, and it's just one more reason why sex bots are set to take over the entire sexual world. After all, why have sex with a woman with all these weird feminist hang-ups when you can just grab a robot, hit it, quit it, be done, move on to the next? That's the wave of the future, ladies and gentlemen, and it's because of liberal women like Hannah Smothers. Hey guys, thanks so much for listening. If you liked what you heard, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Both of those things really help me out. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that notification button so that way you know every single time I upload a video, and I will see you all next time.